Episode 40.
Holy shit. Episode 40, dude. That's insane.
Every week it's insane.
We're, what, 12 episodes away from a year?
Yeah, which is 3 short months away.
That's fucking wild. Sorry, I totally forgot to put my phone on.
That's okay.
Do not disturb.
It's not like we're recording or anything.
No, I always end up forgetting that shit.
New ice bucket. I pulled this fucker out of my grandfather's basement.
Dude, that's fucking sick.
People talk about vintage. This is real vintage.
That's actually sick. Yeah. Like,
I don't even know if it works.
I think it does.
Yeah. It feels cold on the bottom.
We're about to find out.
We'll find out in a little bit.
If by the end of the podcast, if the ice is water,
it sure as fuck don't work.
Yeah.
So I thought that was
There's got to be
cool.
somewhere where you can probably... That's a lot of noise.
It is.
There's got to be somewhere, though, that you could probably, like, restore it and get maybe, like, the, I don't know, the thermal inside or whatever redone.
So my grandfather's moving, and, like, people have been, like, grandkids and aunts and uncles have been cleaning stuff out. Like,
yeah.
We helped him throw away a bunch of stuff, and then he had this old TV that he was going to throw away. And I pulled the guts out, and I'm going to turn it into, like, either a bar fridge or, like, an old, like, whiskey shelf.
Sick.
It's pretty cool. So... this will probably either be a feature in it, like either restore it, clean it up, like you were just saying, or just throw it in there like that as an accent piece for said bar cart.
Well, yeah, because I think it's fucking sick.
Yeah, it was. This TV was their first color
Did
TV.
These keys come out? No,
probably not.
They're fucking cool though.
It's old, bro.
Those all fucking cost you like $30 a piece, right there.
Probably
those tees.
They don't make them anymore. I'll tell you that.
not exactly like that.
There's so much different too.
Doesn't John use fucking...
He uses like a martini tea type thing. They're like $5 a piece.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
But he hounds.
Loves them. Loves them.
Make sure those don't go missing.
I thought he was going to give me one to match my ball one day, but then he took that back real quick.
Speaking of golf balls, I also am now using fluorescent orange golf balls.
After making fun of me.
Well, yeah. I'm not happy about it. I don't like colored golf balls.
So why are you using them?
Because I got 2 boxes of Titleist, not Christmas of 2019.
Okay.
And I kept them in the house because I just hadn't gotten around to using them. I had other balls and stuff. So I had 2 boxes of these Titleist Velocities. I'm like, okay, perfect. And then started this year, I checked the golf bag and stuff. There's only a couple balls left. So I'm like, perfect. I can finally bust out these Titleist. Open them up. All of them are orange.
No way.
Yeah. I'm like, fuck. Like bright neon orange.
I don't mind it. Yo, do you want to shift over a little bit so
Yeah.
I don't have to sit so sideways?
Absolutely.
Thanks.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Yeah, I don't like them. But they're fine. It's just like a preference.
So what ball are they?
It's a Titleist, which is a good ball.
It's just like you don't.
But I think
it's not a Pro V1 or anything.
I think whoever bought them for me, I can't remember who,
didn't
just like
even
grabbed them off the shelf and didn't. I don't think they meant to buy me orange.
They stick them right side by side. So
yeah,
you go one too far to the left, and you're getting
orange or yellow
or blue
whatever.
balls.
Do they make blue ones?
Yeah, Vice or something.
That
Vice
like
makes them, and then there's some like crazy weird company that makes them as well.
Those would be hard to find, I would think. A blue ball.
Blue, yeah.
Like especially
they're
if it's
not hard to
if
find
it's
out in the wild, but.
No, easy to find. They're all over the place. But like if that like nestled in like a shaded area,
yeah, good luck.
Like what the fuck?
Even
terrible
like,
idea.
So the yellow balls I had are great, like mid-season, even early spring.
Yeah,
can be a little tough if there's like a dry patch of grass or a dead patch of grass.
Yeah,
but in the fall, there's no chance in hell I'm using a colored ball. I'm using white.
Yeah. I was just gonna say I did find that it was easy as fuck to pick up a ball in the rough. Mine, at least.
Yeah.
But you're right. You're totally right. In the fall, they're fucked.
Yeah. Is yours glossy, or is it like a matte?
It's more of a glossy finish.
Yeah. Okay.
I know the ones you had were like a matte finish.
Yeah. I think a glossy would be just slightly more easier to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. And we talked about this last year when we were golfing, like actually noticing a slight difference just in the golf ball that we used. Like those yellow ones I had are super soft around the green and on the green. So putting, it's like you don't even hit anything. Same with chipping. But then you get like the Pro V1, it's a little harder, but that thing spins like I don't even know how to put spin on the ball, and that thing's stopping as soon as it hits the green.
Yeah, it's funny. The more you play, the more you like pick up on those small things.
The subtle, yeah.
And we're very much amateurs, but you do notice. You can notice ball to ball.
Yeah, which is wild, but that's what they're made for. It's part of the game.
It is. I mean, and then it comes down to preference. Like, do you like where do you prefer the ball to work for you?
Yeah.
Would you rather it work off the tee in the fairway, or would you rather it work around the greens? I would think probably for most average golfers, probably the answer should be around the greens, in my opinion.
True.
But when I get a box of Titleist for Christmas, they're going in the bag and they're getting used. These are called velocities.
Cool.
All right, great. Like I'm sure there's shit on the green.
Who cares? You're going to be bombing it down the fairway.
Yeah, and I did. I smoked it. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Should we get to this shit that you brought?
Yeah, but I want to just yell at Mother Nature for a second.
Go for it.
What the fuck is with all this pollen?
Oh, I actually know the answer.
It is absolutely absurd.
It's crazy.
Dude, I washed my car, let's say on a Tuesday
night. It's yellow again.
Dude, literally wake up Wednesday, it's fucking yellow. And I got a black car.
Yeah.
So as soon as it gets a little speck, it is ridiculous.
It's actually subsided quite a bit now, but there was a good 2 or 3 weeks there where it was mental. Everything was covered in pollen.
My driveway's yellow.
So the one theory I heard, and I did not look this up, but it sounded good, so I'm going with it.
Perfect.
Is because usually our springs are so short and strange. For those who don't know, we're in Toronto, Ontario.
Yeah.
So it's cold a lot of the year, and then it's warm, and then it's cold. We have a fall and spring, but they're not like true to the sense.
Dude, it was hot for a week, and then it went like sub 10 degrees.
Mm-hmm. But that's like more of an anomaly for the year.
But still.
But
like we had snow the other day.
I know.
Like, are you fucked? And now it's like 30 degrees outside. It's wild.
But we've had a really good, March was pretty good as far as weather.
Yeah, it was.
March like thawed everything out so that by the time April rolled around, where April is usually hit and miss, like it can be cold into April and no one would blink an eye. Be like, okay, yeah, it's April.
Yeah.
But April was actually more like springtime weather. Same with May. If you think about it, it was mild. It was rainy. It was like
I don't even think like we.
It wasn't overly rainy, but it was.
I was gonna say we missed out on a lot of rain.
It was like sort of in the sweet spot of precipitation where you didn't notice it.
Yeah,
like you get the odd day here and there, which is fine. Who cares? So because the April and May were nice and stretched out, it actually extended the life of our spring. Whereas spring is like usually a quick snap here. It's like you may have a couple weeks between like April and May, and then it's 40 degrees outside until
you got
September.
2 weeks to plant that garden or you're fucked.
Yeah. But everything's dragged out. So that's a theory I heard. I'm like, I guess it kind of makes sense.
We
actually had a proper full
spring
duration of spring this year.
Yeah.
And that's why there's so much pollen. And it has been a while. Because I don't remember this much pollen ever.
I don't know how true this is, but my dad told me, so I'm taking it.
Yeah,
I'll take his word.
Yeah. I heard this from my father-in-law. Yeah. So yeah.
But my dad always said, or he did tell me this year, usually the pollen will kind of chill after like a heavy rain. And we haven't had a heavy rain.
Mm-mm.
I thought we were going to get thunderstorms like 2 weeks ago, all week. I thought it was coming.
But the problem with that is when the humidity's that high, because it was humid last week, there's always an actual chance for a thunderstorm to roll through.
Yeah.
That's like when you're in the islands, like you'll get a 20-minute storm, thunderstorm, boom, cracks off, and then it's done. In the summertime, that happens all the time. Yeah. Usually at night, like it builds up through the day and then bang, whatever. So they just throw like a thunderstorm warning across the week. Like that should cover it.
Yeah. Again, can't be wrong.
I know. I was mad for even saying that because I'm like, fuck, CJ's going to go on about these fucking weathermen again.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, it's one of the greatest jobs out there, I think.
I know.
But Top 5 for sure.
All right. We're drinking tequila this week.
Yeah, we're going tequila.
Or we're reviewing tequila.
Yes.
I'll let you talk about this guy. I know nothing about it. I
don't know a whole lot. It is the Rocks tequila. He's got to own majority of it, if not all of it.
His name is on the bottle.
Yeah. Teremana. This is, I don't know how to pronounce it. It's the Resposado.
Is this the dark or the clear? Because this is
like the dark.
The dark, which is very light in color.
And
it's almost like a yellow
I didn't know
tinge.
which one to get. I figured I'm more of a flavor guy, so I figured this one might have a little more flavor in it.
Yeah.
But I don't drink tequila, Usually when I do, I prefer clear. Like if I'm doing shots.
That would be mine. Yeah.
But I figured if we're just sipping on it.
The only tequila drinker I know, sorry, the second one, second to your dad, prefers to sip on dark tequila.
Really?
That's what I heard.
Who is it?
A guy I work with. But he's
Can we trust him?
No.
Okay.
I don't trust him at all. I'm just saying. That's the only other person I know other than your dad.
I told my dad we were drinking tequila today, and he just started laughing. I should have asked him, like, I don't think he preferred anything, though.
Your dad just likes tequila.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
Hey, it's his drink. It's his drink. Whatever. Some people love martinis.
I know.
Not a big fan.
This is 100%. Are you picking that up?
Not through the mic, I don't think.
Okay. Sorry. There's a baby crying.
Yeah. He just got back from his walk.
Yeah. This is 100% pure agave. I do have high hopes. So I read the bottle. You dropped it off here. I was reading it.
Okay.
And I didn't pick up on Dwayne Johnson at first.
I didn't see the signature.
So my first thing, like just reading it, it was checking all of the tequila boxes for like, fuck, I guess this is going to be good.
I would imagine it. And let's be honest, like Conor McGregor putting his name on a whiskey bottle.
It's got to be good.
It's got to be good. So The Rock, I've high expectations.
Yeah. So full disclosure for people.
We're not sponsored.
I wish.
Yeah. Same.
I'm not the biggest tequila drinker.
No.
I have historically thrown up every tequila shot I've ever had in my life.
Facts.
I don't like it. Like, I really don't like tequila, except this one time I bought a friend of ours a nice tequila bottle for his birthday.
Yeah.
And we were at their house and he gave me a shot of it. And I was like super nervous, as I am before every time I tried tequila.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to puke this up. I'm like,
yeah.
Keep your shit together. And this is even after
I'm
like,
a bucket?
I got it right here.
Oh, fuck.
So this is even after I've like taken to like drinking whiskey.
Yeah.
And I did the shot. It was Don Julio. It was like a $70 bottle.
Okay.
It was the clear. Oh my God. It was delicious.
Really?
Yeah. Like straight, no ice.
Okay.
And I actually enjoyed it. I'm like, I'd like to actually have another, please. Just because it was delicious.
We might have to grab the clear then.
Well,
to try both.
The good news is there's seemingly endless amounts of liquor out there, so we can try both. All right.
And we're back.
Sorry about that. I forget where I left off, but there's endless amounts of liquor to try. So we can try the clear one. And right now we're trying. This is yellow.
There was a good stock at the LCBO by my house. Yeah, crack it open. I don't know why it's taking us so long.
I don't know why either. I'm probably delaying it because I'm terrified.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous. Oh, baby. I'm sorry I was kind of interrupting that. Does it smell bad?
It's tequila. Doesn't smell bad at the start. But then eventually you get the typical tequila.
I would like to know like what the difference is between I don't even know how to... Reposada? I don't know how to pronounce that.
Reposado.
Reposado.
That's what we're calling it.
Okay.
All right. We're going straight on.
Yeah,
we're not going on the rocks for this one right now, I guess.
No, but I did see. So on their site, it's actually pretty fucking phenomenal. You can go on there and find like 30 recipes for cocktails.
With tequila?
Yeah, with their tequila. Literally gives you everything.
I will say this.
And they did say there was one on the rocks, lime wheel or an orange wheel, which is just like the full extent of it all. Yeah, not a wedge. I probably will be putting ice in this.
I'm for sure putting ice in this.
Yeah.
There's like
I feel like
barely an ounce.
Again, I feel like it's whiskey and there's probably no proper way to drink it. However you want to drink it.
I'm sorry for anybody that likes tequila. If this might be a tough one for me. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, man. That's smooth. I don't hate it.
No, I don't either.
Oh, what is tequila made out of?
Agave.
What the fuck is it?
It's a plant.
Okay.
And if you want good tequila, like you should check to see like how much agave is in it. Because sometimes like shitty tequilas have like percentage of agave, or the agave they use isn't like aged to a certain time. So the plant like has to be aged at like 7 years or something like that for it to be good.
Gotcha. Now, does every tequila put a worm in it? Or is that just certain ones? No idea.
Sorry, I had to cleanse my palate in
Yeah,
between
see
sips
that.
there.
Yeah.
I've never even seen a tequila bottle with a worm in it. Did they still do that?
I think you can find them down in Mexico. I've never seen one here.
Neither have I. Because they say you drink the worm, you'd fucking go blind or some shit like that. That's the old wives' tale.
Any chance you have the categories?
I do.
Okay, perfect.
Do you need to see them?
No, I know what they are. Just I don't have my book.
Okay, I can score yours.
Okay, perfect.
We're good. I'm all set up. Somewhat prepared today.
So this is the first tequila.
It's
First tequila I've ever had, like, straight.
Just sipping on.
Yeah, to sip on. Sorry, not doing shots of at the bar. First takes are really, really good. Nice flavor. Again, it tastes like tequila. I don't know if you've had tequila, you know what tequila tastes like. I don't really know how to put it in any other way.
So I find that there's two classes of tequila.
Okay.
There's shitty tequila and there's good tequila.
Yeah, but
flavor.
they all have a.
See, to me, this tastes nothing like Jose Cuervo, or like a cheap bottle of tequila that you would do a shot of.
True.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
It has a similar smell.
Yeah.
But to me, like, I find they're like different planets. But again, I admittedly, other than like banging back a few shots in my day,
yeah,
I'm not a tequila connoisseur.
Neither am I.
This is pretty fucking good.
This is really good.
Well done. Nice pick.
The Virgin is high. I'm going 8.3 on the Virgin. And again, those of you, the Virgin is, I'm considering the first sip.
Just first impression.
Yeah, and like no ice, no additional water, no nothing. Straight out of the bottle. You could literally take a sip out of the bottle.
I'm gonna be high on that as well. I'm an 8.1.
Yeah.
On the first sip. Because
it's super smooth.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Fuck. Smell for me is low. Because I just don't like the smell of tequila. But it's not an offensive smell.
No,
it's just lower.
There's not a huge sometimes when you sip a alcohol, that's like all you smell is the alcohol content.
That's not the case with this.
No, there's still you still get the flavor, like good aromas.
That's the word.
Yeah.
That's what you're after.
Yeah, I had to think of that one for a second. But what'd you give it for smell?
Sorry. I forgot that we're doing a show here. I'm just taking notes for everyone listening.
I saw him write it down and he just like, whoosh, it wasn't even going to talk about it.
It's a 6.9 for me.
6.9?
Which isn't, it's just like, it's not offensive. It's just, tequila has a pretty strong...
It's not for everybody.
It's just not for everybody. And it's not for me. But it's not offensive.
It's really not.
It's not an overpowering alcohol smell.
I'm going to go... Fuck. See, again, this is our first...
You can wait.
This is our first tequila, so I don't want to like... You know, our first couple of whiskey reviews, I feel like this thing already doesn't work.
It doesn't work already. I'm going to break it. Trying to open it.
Did it like lock? Was it like super hot and then you put ice in it?
Yeah.
I think it like locked itself.
Oh, fuck.
Is that a thing? That's science, right?
It expands and then it contracts. It's definitely a thing.
Try. Okay, maybe not. Try from the handle. Here, I'll hold it. Oh my God.
What do you mean try from the handle?
Well, like...
Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. I can't get the fucking ice bucket
Does it
open.
come off like here?
It just like lifts up.
Oh, okay.
But that's like just cheap plastic. That's gonna fucking break.
Oh my God. Can we get it like a knife or something to like try to break the seal? It's not on straight.
Yeah.
Chris.
40 episodes in, we fucking find a new way to fuck up every time. What's your you were going on about the smell. You're nervous.
Smoothness. I'm going 9.1. That is fucking smooth.
It is.
Like, that's pretty much as smooth as it's gonna get.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna rate it the same as last week. I think I was an 8.9.
Okay.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Super.
I think this is smoother than last week, in my opinion.
It very well might be.
But it's like you're dealing with a whiskey and a tequila.
They're different worlds.
Yeah.
Yeah. You almost have to separate them.
Like that sip I just had, it was like no burn, nothing.
Yeah.
Just right down the pipe.
Yeah, I know. It's nice. And then you get that nice warm tequila glow.
Yeah. I'm already hot because it's hot as fuck outside and I gotta lug in all this shit.
Love being drunk on tequila. For someone who doesn't like drinking tequila.
It's a good drunk.
Yeah, it's a fun one. Flavor is super high for me.
Yeah.
Do you get like a minty taste almost at the end of it?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
There's no aftertaste.
There's no aftertaste, but it's like got good
flavor. The aftertaste
flavor.
that's there is like the flavor, which is good.
This has really good flavor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be high. I'm gonna be like 9.2 for me.
Yeah.
It's got a lot going on.
It really does.
And it's all like super tasty.
I'm kind of glad I grabbed this one because I'm a little nervous if the other one doesn't have as much flavor. And again, I don't know what the difference is between the two.
And I'm sure the guy that told me that he only sips on dark tequila, people will tell you never do that with dark tequila or vice versa or whatever the fuck. I would love to like look up like a tequila connoisseur and just like see what they rate. Like, what are you using dark tequila for? Should you be sipping on that? And just white tequila for cocktails or whatever?
Shots.
Who knows?
Yeah. And I'm like, if I'm doing shots, I always want a light tequila. And I wonder if because it's got less flavor. Never really thought about it. But that's really good. I might have to, I'm going to match you on that flavor. 9.2.
Yeah. It's good.
It's really good.
Okay.
My smell's going to be a little higher than yours.
What do you got?
I'm going to go 7.4. I think it's got really good smell for a tequila. If I had to buy this for somebody, even if I wasn't sure they drank tequila, I'm going to recommend this.
No, there's nothing wrong with this.
Shots?
Should we just throw it back?
That is smooth.
All right, let's cheers this, throw it back, and then we'll, or do you want to save it?
I was just going to put
try with ice?
Yeah, if we can get in here. Oh my God.
You know what I think I have to do? I think I have to warm this up.
Do you? I'm pretty warm right now. Like, I was sweating.
Like I was going to like pour hot water on it.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, okay.
We're going to have to pause.
Yeah, 100% if we want this open.
Yeah, let's pause. Get this open and then we'll finish off the review.
Pee break.
Again. Sorry.
We got one more. For those waiting for the review, there's one more category, and that is the finish.
Also, with the magic of editing, the review will be coming at you right now.
No, you got to restart it.
No, that's how you do it, I think.
No. You go right. When you come back, you go right now.
Nope.
Yes.
Nope.
Yes.
I know you're right, but see you in a sec. Now. See?
Now, see?
Review.
He's learning. So I do want to put ice in mine.
Yeah. So,
awesome.
I broke the ice bucket.
No, you didn't.
Well, I tried to. I put way too much ice.
I don't know how this... Like, it doesn't...
Just set it on. It'll stay.
Okay.
I think I forced mine down.
I'm just going to give a wee bit.
Overall, first...
Do you want lots, little?
Yeah, I'm not driving. Dump it in there. We're going to get... I think I'd like to get this after, but there's a Leaf game tonight, so I want to be somewhat dull to it. Cheers,
I do want to kind of pick up the... I don't want to rush our reviews, but at the same time, I don't want them lasting half the episode. You know what I mean?
It's fine. We're in the last one.
Yeah. What's it like with the ice?
It's as good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Flavor still there? Because I find sometimes it loses that flavorness.
Now you got me double guessing it.
Still there. Not as harsh. I would drink it with ice.
No problem.
No problem.
Yeah. I would drink that straight, no problem.
Like just like this.
Yeah.
I don't. The warm, it doesn't do it for me. Like I prefer it cold.
Yeah, it's just a preference thing. My finish is going to be pretty middle of the road.
Is it?
Because I think we were talking about last week, like burn, all that stuff.
Yeah, it's going to be. I think we need to make the finish a little combination of both. Like, what if you're going to add ice?
Yeah,
you got to have it with ice before you can give that finish, and then the actual finish of your sip.
Yeah, and by middle of the road, I mean like it's going to be in the 8s.
Okay,
like it's pretty high. Like that's an A+.
Oh,
or that's
an
not
A. Middle of the road.
I don't know, man. All of our reviews are usually high.
Yeah, that is true.
I'm gonna go 8.3 on the finish, and I'm gonna
8.3,
and I'm gonna qualify that by saying it's fucking really good, but it doesn't add or take away.
What?
Like the finish of it? Like
Yeah.
some, like
Oh yeah, it's
like
not ruining it for
on
you.
some bourbons, some whiskey, some other drinks, wine, whatever. The end can either like be hot, it can burn, it can add. Like you can get nice flavor on the end, or you can get the reverse.
Yeah.
This just kind of stays the same throughout. I think that's a credit to it.
Yeah.
But therefore, it's just kind of like, just because it doesn't do a whole lot, it's fucking right there in the pocket.
I like that. I'm going to match you on that.
All right.
8-3.
Copying my scores all the way around.
Yeah, even though you copied yours from last week. Yep.
How dare you?
No, I think you hit it right on the tip of the dick there.
Tip on the dinky.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta ask you: was this an Instagram targeted ad, or is it just because you follow?
I follow The Rock, and it's been nonstop. And another reason why I also wanted to pick it up is people will post like drinking the tequila, and it's like he's got people on there, just regular Joes, just having a glass of tequila at the end of the night, and it's like, holy fuck! Like so many people are drinking it and liking it. It's not like they're hating it. So
there's not a whole lot to hate, man.
I'm like, we fucking tried McGregor's. Why not try? Oh, we got a double digit. Can we round that?
Yeah, we can round down. We can do it 8.4.
No. Round up. It's 8.46, so 8.5, yeah.
CJ hates double digits.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Well, what's the point? What's the point of having the review?
Yo, come on. You can't do double digits. Everybody knows the rules.
Well, that's because Eric complained one time.
No, but so did I when I was doing the fucking thing.
Did you?
Yeah, because it screws up the whole fucking template. Now I got to change the size of it. I got to fucking center it and do all this shit. It looks dumb.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
Yeah. Come on. Everybody knows the rules.
I don't.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. The results are in, ladies and gentlemen.
So we got a 8.5 for me.
And I am an 8.3.
Chris gave it an 8.3.
And I think that's...
You heard it here first.
I think that's really high. You got to consider these things. If you got an 83% on a test, you'd be very happy. It's an A.
100%?
Yeah.
Also, we are not tequila connoisseurs. We're not even really whiskey connoisseurs. We just enjoy whiskey.
Listen, we're just two guys.
Being guys.
Talk on a podcast. Small audience.
What are you talking about? Our audience is huge, my dude.
There is a lot of numbers that you don't see, but
YouTube and Spotify, they're all hiding our views. I don't know why. They're making it seem like nobody listens.
Yeah, it's strange.
Oh man.
Fuck.
Well done.
Yeah.
Teremana. Try it. 100%. Yeah. If you think you like tequila, just leave it open.
Yeah.
You're going to pop it open in like 30 seconds. Chris is going to start doing... Yeah, Chris is going to start doing shots.
I might. I'm so fucking nervous. All right, so anyone who is watching YouTube, you'll know that I am in full Leafs attire.
Yes.
And anyone who is listening and watching this podcast, this could be my last podcast. If the Leafs lose tonight, I might jump off a fucking bridge. So, farewell to you. It was fun. We made it 40 episodes.
That's crazy.
We did great.
That's a good haul.
But I can't do it, man. I'm so fucking nervous.
Leafs lose tonight. I will be looking for a new co-host. Hit me up at mail.twoseasonapod@gmail.com. Put in your resume. Put in a little video or audio clip of you. Maybe video, because, come on. If you don't look as good as this guy, you're not getting on. I'm sorry.
Not doing it. Not going to
do it. You
can't
be better looking than me, though, because I got to be the star. Maybe I'll get some more words in if somebody else is my co-host.
No fucking way.
No. No, because Eric's going to put his in. I'm going to say, yeah, okay, come on, Eric.
Yeah.
And he's just going to talk my ear off.
Yeah.
Like always.
Which is great.
Love you, Eric.
You got to love it. So I didn't want to bring up the Leaf game because I feel like it's a separate entity. I almost need to voice my concerns as a Leaf fan.
I'm glad you didn't bring it up during the whiskey review because we would have went fucking sideways for so long.
I know.
But let's get into it. Let's fucking do it.
Let's do it. So
yeah, come on. We had a 3-1 lead. It's now 3-3 in the series.
It's Game 7, and for those following along at home, the Leafs hate Game 7s. I hate Game 7s. Here's the other thing. The Habs are shit. They've been shit.
You can't say they're shit.
I can say whatever I want.
Hang on. Did you see that fucking fuck, what do you call it?
Headlock
Takedown? I don't know who.
So many scrums that they all seem to say.
No. They were like on the boards fighting for the puck, and the Habs dude grabbed around, like headlocked the
Seems
Leaf.
like that should have been a penalty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And guess what? I'm pretty sure they scored off of that. If they didn't, they came damn close. But like, how do you not fucking call that, refs? Like, hello? Didn't know that was part of the game.
It's not part of the game.
I'm going to start doing that in
this is
pickup.
So this is a different issue with the NHL altogether. The only person who's ever been suspended appropriately in the NHL in the history is Nazem Kadri. He got suspended again in this playoff series.
Did he?
He got suspended in the last series for Colorado.
Oh, really?
So that's 3 playoff series in a row for Nazem Kadri. Sorry, but 3 out of 4.
It's because, again, they end up having to police the games
so
for themselves.
It's not so much that Kadri fucks around, which the hit-on thing was not good. Like, he's deserved it.
I didn't see it.
He got an 8-game suspension. He earned it.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You did great. And I do love Kadri, and I wish he was a Leaf. But the NHL fucks up with their officiating so much. If you watch a game on October 1st when the season starts and a game on April 1st when the season ends, you're watching 2 different leagues. You see,
100%.
like at the start of the season, there's 7-8 penalties a game. They're all fucking little dinky ones.
Dude, you get tapped and it's slashing or hooking.
And then that continues in the playoffs, but they only call like 2 power plays a game. And it's a huge difference, especially in the playoffs because goals are down, as it should be, because it's much closely contested.
Yeah.
Much closely contested game is
English
what
is
I
hard.
meant to say. English is difficult, especially after a couple tequilas.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
It's just so anyway. Leafs last year lost in a game 5. Year before that, they lost in a game 7 to Bruins. Year before that, they lost in a game 7 to Bruins, and then in 2013 was the last game 7 they were in. They lost in 6 games in Washington the year previous to that. It's a funny feeling right now, like going online and checking like the gauge of all Leaf fans and stuff like that. Like I asked you, like, what's your feeling for tonight? Are you like my feeling for tonight? I'm sure Habs fans are excited. My feeling is dread. I'm not even excited for this game. I'm nervous as fuck. I have PTSD being a fan of this team.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, but I'd like to think that the team we have now
is totally good enough to do it.
Yeah, but I think they'll fight for it.
Yeah.
And I hope.
This is what I hope. Lose 5-1 or win. Because I don't want to see
another OT.
Okay,
can I yell at the Leafs for this? Why are you making the worst passes and plays known to man fucking kind? You don't need to be an all-star every shift. You just need to do smart plays.
Yeah, honestly.
Why are you on the boards by the blue line, spinning no-look pass into the middle of the ice? You're at the blue line. The other guys aren't behind their net.
No.
They're up defending.
Yeah.
And yeah, no shit, that guy grabbed the pass.
And by the way,
at him.
The guy who wired that pass across was covering for the defenseman on his team who was in the corner. So you should know, making that pass, I might be the last man back here. Maybe I should take a quick peek before I fire it across the middle of the ice.
Or maybe I should dump it back into their end. Try to bang it off the boards. What's the worst that's going to happen? Give you a few extra seconds to fall back maybe and defend? Like, hello?
Instead, you give up a full ice 2-on-0.
Yeah, and then we got a defenseman trying to be a fucking figure skater and can't keep the puck on his stick.
It's crazy.
And then gives it away.
Listen.
Like,
I don't want to be super negative about this. Because to me, this is more of a PTSD thing than it is this is a trauma-based event for me.
Can we fucking maybe smarten up out there and make some good plays?
Galchenyuk, I fucking cannot pronounce his name. Can't do it. I can't do it sober. Like, it's not, it's just his name. Alex G. Galley, as the boys like to call him. Shout out. Okay. He played great in game 5. He tied up, he assisted on both of the tying goal, or the second and third goal. He had a great game, and then he made a stupid play, and it cost you. That
Yeah.
shit happens. It sucks like fuck when it happens
Yeah.
in overtime in a series eliminating game when you're the Toronto Maple Leafs. Last game, game 6, the Leafs, I thought, were all over them in overtime. Way far the better team.
Yeah.
And Montreal, to me, seemed like they had one shot on net, and it was a tip deflected shot, and it went into the fucking net.
Yeah, I feel like
It just felt like it was one of those fucking things.
Yeah, I feel
It
like
was
they got a
horrible.
little unlucky with at least one of the 2 goals.
Yeah. The 2 overtime goals, Montreal deserved full credit on that one.
100%.
We gave it to you, hands off. You did not deserve to win that game in overtime.
And I don't think they deserve to win any of the games in overtime.
No, they shouldn't have won any games.
But I'm just
But here
like,
we are.
again, the 2 goals the other night, so game 6.
Mm-hmm. And again,
one, okay, we got a little unlucky. Call it unlucky, call it they outplayed us, but come on, how many tips do you see us getting in front of their end and the puck's just not hitting the back of the net? Like
well, that's the problem.
William Nylander had 2 fucking breakaways or some shit like that.
And he's had a great series.
He had like 2 amazing looks on net. Put one just wide.
Yep.
The other one, Carey got it. Like,
But that's the problem when you let these games get close, is that it comes down to a couple of bounces.
Yeah.
And those bounces can go your way, whether it's like they hit the crossbar and it stays out, or those bounces don't go your way where it tips off the defender's skate from 30 feet out
yeah,
and fucking beats the goalie because he
goes in.
And that's why you don't want to end up in a game 7. And I'm sure people are at home because they're listening to this after the fact. They're like, fuck, these guys were way wrong,
Yeah.
or they were way right, or Chris, Chris jumped off a fucking bridge.
They definitely, like, it's kind of hard not to agree with some of the shit we're saying. If you are a Leafs fan and not like,
you're nervous about tonight.
Yeah, 100%.
There's too much history.
Game 7 we've gone into in the past, what?
5 years. Call it 5 years. Just in like recent memory with
like,
this team. Yeah.
Come on,
and this
man.
team is good.
That's like our nemesis.
And they're good enough to do it.
That's our kryptonite.
Well, here's the funny thing about game 7. So we're going to win tonight. We're going to win.
Yeah.
See how confident? We're going to win.
They just need to come out fighting.
The last 2 game 7s they forced, they were down in those series 3-1. Actually, last 3 game 7s.
Yeah.
I'm not counting last year's against Columbus because I forget how that shaped out.
I hate to do this to you, but I really don't want to talk about the times we're up like 4 fucking goals and we blow it in the 3rd fucking period.
But those things happen.
Fuck, man.
Those things happen to this team because that's what we do.
Like, yeah, all the time.
Well, that happened in 2013. That was a rough one. That was a tough one. But what I am going to say
telling me.
is the last 3 series against Boston where we forced to game 7. We were down 3-1 in those series.
Yep.
Had all the momentum, and then Boston came out and fucking beat us because they were the better team in all of those series.
Now Montreal
we are the better team. I think we're just going to go out and show it. Honestly, this game's going to go one of 2 ways, and people are going to watch this and go, wow, they were so worried about nothing, or they're going to be like, whatever. Like, you lost, fuck you.
The curse stands.
There's no curse. It's just fucking hockey, you know?
Game 7 curse.
No, because the Leafs the Leafs have won Stanley Cups on game 7s. There's no curse for that shit.
Yeah, back in fucking when dinosaurs were around.
Does not matter the year.
It does.
But they're gonna do it.
Okay.
I
have high hopes. I love our team.
We're good enough to do it. The only winner of this series is Winnipeg because the series dragged on far longer.
Yeah.
Winnipeg won their series in 4 games, got no injuries. Leafs have an injury on the back end. Montreal finished the game with 4 defensemen. So Winnipeg is going to... We also lost our captain, Tavares, although it looks like if they go through, he'll be playing the next round.
You don't think they're going to put him on the ice tonight?
No, he's not. They've already said.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Muzzin's out, Sandin's in.
I haven't been following it. Fuck, and we lost Muzzin too, eh?
I know. It's like, here we go.
Oh,
but that said, I don't know. I didn't check Montreal, but they had 2 defensemen that could not finish the game last game.
Okay.
So they're bringing in 2 guys.
Yeah, it was hard for me to pay attention last game.
Why?
I was having dinner.
What time? 10 o'clock at night?
No, we were at a friend's house.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Cool.
Hot tub and
oh, you were at
dinner.
A swingers party. So CJ's a swinger.
No.
Nice.
Yeah, it was good.
Fuck.
But like, so we were chit chatting, so I wasn't really paying attention.
Just
I told Audrey, I'm like, fuck, leave games on. I gotta go home because the last games I've watched, I've been on my desk watching the games on my computer. If I'm not there, they're not gonna win.
So you've watched 3 games on your computer and they won those 3 games?
No, they lost one in Montreal.
All right,
in
so
OT. It was in OT. It was the first game in OT.
Anyway,
Game 5.
Sorry about all the Leafs talk. It's very apt. And here's the thing.
I'm not sorry about it. It's our fucking podcast. We want to talk about the fucking
I'm sorry
Leafs.
for myself.
Well, yeah.
I'm not apologizing for the listeners.
Chris texts me nonstop during the game, like, and my anxiety is through the roof.
Yeah, you've watched games with me. CJ knows,
I thoroughly enjoy it.
It's probably embarrassing to watch. Like,
no,
dude,
I love it.
Like here's the funny thing. So I have a baby now.
Yeah.
So I got to be quiet when I scream because you've been around me watching games. Yeah. When I yell, I'm like, yeah, like I go, it's over the top. Like, dude, you're an adult. I get it, right?
Yeah.
Like the other game, like I'm like,
Chris,
so
go watch wrestling.
Yes. But I'm also jumping up and down. So I'm like pacing around the house. I'm like, yeah, come on, let's go. I'm like high five my wife. She's like, what the fuck, bro?
Yeah, chill.
You're a father.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Chill. You're a dad now. Act like it.
Get your shit together.
Oh my god, that's fantastic.
But here's the thing: anyone who does know me, I'm ride or die with the Leafs. Like this, if they lose tonight,
that's all you care about when it comes to hockey.
They're gonna fucking. I'll still I'm
not going anywhere.
Like, they quit on the team. Like you were
I
never
can't go anywhere. I got too many Leaf jerseys.
Exactly. I have too many Brian McCabe jerseys. I have 2.
I have all our all-stars.
I have a Colby Armstrong jersey. I have a Lupul jersey. The only good player I have is this one on my back right now, Matthews.
Yeah.
I love Lupul. You didn't like Lupul when he played?
No.
How dare you?
He was injured more than
is true.
He played.
Anyway.
Could have got somebody else better.
I just wanted to talk about Game 7 because I'm scared.
Me too.
And I'm just nervous. I
might have to kiss all 3 of my pictures before the game.
And then beat off into them.
Yeah. No, I don't want to wreck them. Even though they didn't cost me nearly what they should cost.
Yeah,
they're not
free.
even pictures. They're actual jerseys.
Signed jerseys in beautiful frames.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, I'm nervous for tonight. I didn't, when you text me yesterday and you're like, let's do it in the afternoon, didn't even occur to me hockey was on tonight. I'm like, whatever, like, let's do it in the afternoon. Fuck, get it over and done.
You can stay and watch a game tonight if you want.
I might have to sleep over.
Whatever you want.
No
worries.
I'm only joking.
We can talk about that after off air. Again, sorry. Oh yeah, we're recording this. We're just shooting the shit. Yeah, sorry.
Well,
if you want to stay and have some tequilas, we can watch a game.
Yeah. Oh shit. Actually, Audrey was kind of pissed that she's like, "When are you doing the podcast?" I'm like, "I'll probably leave here around like 2 to get here by 3. Got to go to the LCBO. I'll just take my time." I actually stopped off at A&W.
Nice.
Yeah.
Shout out to A&W.
But she had to do like some fucking training today, and she was done at like 2 or 3.
She wanted to come see the baby.
She did. I'm like, maybe I get to hold the baby today.
In her defense, it's a pretty cute baby.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know where. Like, he definitely got the looks from
his mom.
Yeah, 100%.
No question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank God.
Yeah.
He looks a lot like his mom, and thankfully.
Although I will say this, I was really hoping he had your big head.
He does.
It's not that big.
Well, he's a newborn. It's coming. It's coming.
We'll see.
He has a round head like me.
A little bit, yeah.
My head's like a Caillou head. It's like a beach ball. I don't know if you remember this. I was talking with someone about this the other day, but you guys shaved my head when we were like 16.
Did we?
Yeah, you're at your house. So like
No way.
Your brother shaved his head because your brother always keeps a shaved head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, fucking maybe I need a haircut. I was literally gonna get a haircut that day.
Yeah.
And you're like, we can just shave your head. I'm like, okay, sure.
If that's what you're doing, yeah.
Put on like a number 4, whatever the fuck the number was.
I don't remember that.
We were 16, and it was the day of
Picks.
registration.
Oh,
like, you know when you had to go and like get your ID and shit like that. So there is a photo somewhere, and I don't know if I've thrown it out in the times that I've moved and stuff like that. But there's a photo of me with a shaved head, and I look like fucking Caillou. It is perfectly round.
Yeah, it's so good.
Funny.
I totally forgot that. I used to cut everybody's hair.
Yeah, you shaved my head, and then I jumped in your pool to wash it off.
I've cut John's hair. I don't know how many times.
You cut your own hair all the time.
All the time. I did Paul's. I made him look like Phineas and Ferb, like the dude with the little tuft of hair, like on the like at the top. Oh man, or no, it's like at the front. I don't know. Hey, you could have a worse head. You could have Arnold.
Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold, the football head.
Poor bastard. His poor mom, actually.
Yikes.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Speaking of babies, we started a movie. I had to bring this up because it was just absurd. The other day, we started a movie at 9:30 in the morning. Friday.
Okay.
We came out. And, we watched that new Cruella movie. It came out.
Oh, yeah?
So
was it good?
We don't know? Yeah, no, I do know. Okay. So we started at 9:30 in the morning. We're like, do we put this on? Like, he's sleeping, whatever. Like, do we just wait? Why don't we wait until tonight and do it? And we're like, no, we'll just throw it on. So we put that movie on at 9:30 in the morning, and we finished it. It's 2 hours and 17 minutes. And that includes the credits, so it's 2 hours.
Yeah.
We finished it at 9:30 p.m.
Jesus Christ.
It took us 12 hours to watch a 2-hour-long movie. And that is...
You just get sidetracked?
That's just kids. That's just a
Just
kid.
had to deal with them.
And he had a great day. That was a good day.
Oh, fuck.
That's just like feeding, changing, getting like, oh, fuck, we got to do this.
Admittedly,
we did leave the house to like do errands for like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
But we were gone 90 straight minutes.
Fuck.
And then we came home. We're like, okay, we'll put that movie was on pause on our TV all day long. It's probably burned into the screen. Like the resume like the resume thing that popped up is burned onto the screen.
I really hope if I'm like cut off of the GoPro, it's because I couldn't see the back of the screen. So I do apologize.
Well, also
Chris
that means
keeps
that they could
moving
just,
closer
they could
to
just
the
see
corner.
me. I just like
yeah.
to.
Yeah, Chris likes to take the spotlight. If you guys haven't noticed.
2 hours to watch, 12 hours to watch a 2-hour-long movie. I had to bring that up.
That's fucking hilarious.
Ridiculous.
So the movie was good though?
So this is the thing I will say about that movie. The acting was great.
Okay.
Every character was good. Really good. The storyline was like, what's the point of this?
Yeah, okay. One of those.
It just like couldn't like, I don't know. I mean, again, here's a little tidbit for people. We had a baby on the go. So maybe like we weren't, and like we were pausing it because we wanted to watch this movie.
Yeah.
So like we would pause it. That's why it took us 12 hours to watch it so we could actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
There was like something about the storyline. It just like didn't quite suck you in. It didn't like grab you from the beginning. Had a great soundtrack. Amazing soundtrack. Actors were good. Characters were good. The storyline just like bit to be desired, but it's a Disney movie.
Gotcha.
So whatever. You know, I can't really complain.
Speaking of The Rock, he's got a new movie coming out called like Jungle Cruise or something like that.
Yes.
Looks really good. Like for those movies, I'm gonna watch it.
I know.
I'm gonna watch it.
You're a big fan of The Rock, though.
I
generally,
am.
Right?
Yeah. Do you ever watch his show Ballers?
No.
HBO? Really good.
The shit that The Rock's in is stuff that I don't watch. Like he's in like Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, the show's like completely different. Though.
The one I will watch, he's gonna be a superhero or supervillain. I forget which one it is. He's playing Black Adam. It's a DC movie.
Okay.
So it'll be part of the DC
not
universe.
Not a big fan of the superheroes.
I'm not generally, but I like DC because like it ties in the Batman and shit like that.
Okay.
So that's where I like.
I think I've watched like 4 of the movies.
But also, I'm gonna judge it heavily from the trailer. If the trailer looks like a dog shit superhero movie, I'm not watching it. Like I haven't watched a lot of superhero movies.
Yeah.
Like Marvel.
I'm just not a big fan, to be honest.
It's like over and over the same shit.
I'd rather watch a shooter. Like big action. Driving fast cars.
See, Joe would rather watch the entire Fast and the Furious
trilogy. I guess you can't call it a trilogy anymore. Fuck.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of those movies. But without remorse. It's on like Amazon Prime Video or Amazon Video, whatever they call it, Prime Video.
Yeah, but that's a shoot 'em up action.
That's a really good movie.
I just don't like.
You never watched it?
I haven't watched it yet.
You should.
I'll watch it in a couple of years.
Okay.
Really, like, and that's not me being a
your
dick.
Your go-to, if you had to choose a genre,
like a good like thriller or drama.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty. I like storyline.
Yep.
I like characters.
Yep.
I also, just so that people don't think I'm a dick, I do like action movies.
Well, you are a dick, so.
So they don't think I'm a pretentious dick. I should have said. So that people don't think I'm a pretentious dick.
Yeah, I got you.
I like I watch Batman movies all the time. I love dumb action movies. I love all that shit. But I
don't know how you couldn't.
I would be a pretentious dick.
Yeah.
So I'm not that. But I watch them for what they are. Like, I know going into a movie like this, it's not gonna be great. Like, I haven't seen it yet. That Army of the Dead movie on Netflix. It looks great.
I don't want to watch that.
See, it looks like it looks like a stupid, bad, dumb zombie movie. I love those.
Let's have a movie date and we'll watch that.
Sure, I love that shit.
I'll bring the goodies.
Whatever you want.
Okay.
We can get after it.
All
but
right. I'll bring the tequila.
Bring the tequila. Bring the fucking edibles, whatever you want. We can record it and just snip out the good parts. But like movies like that I watch all the time. But like if I'm gonna throw a movie on, like a movie I'll watch all the time if it's on is like The Departed. Like a typical movie like that.
That's
like,
a good movie.
It's good. It's
Top
good.
of the Cottage goes on all the time.
But
on
that's
a
sort of
day.
like if you want to talk about genre, like a good drama, thriller sort of thing like that. Good characters. I fuck with that all the time. Like Casino, I've seen 100 times.
Casino's really good.
Yeah, like that's sort of my thing. And it's like the antithesis of what my wife wants to watch most of the time. Because I'm like, oh, let's watch this. It looks a little scary. It could be a thriller. And she's like, I don't fuck with scary.
I'm out.
If there's scary music in a trailer in a comedy and she just hears it, she's like, I'm not watching it.
She's not watching it.
So it's frustrating.
Hey, I'm right there with her. I ain't
know.
watching that shit.
Coward.
Fuck that. Fuck you.
What's your go-to then? Like to throw it back at you, just straight away. Like,
drama.
You're throwing something on.
Yeah, action drama. I'm into like the whole military thing. I find it super fucking cool. Even though realistically it's probably not the coolest thing.
It's probably terrifying.
Yeah.
Terrible.
But like,
and a little bit of it is propaganda, no question. But yeah.
I'm into it. And I've always said if I ever got my gun license, like I wouldn't even have guns like I could take out. They'd be like fucking showpieces.
Yeah, you shouldn't say this on camera.
That's whatever.
I know.
I don't have my gun license.
Well, you can get showpieces. Like you can get deactivated weapons.
Yeah. Like, have you ever seen Jesse James's like ARs? His AR-15s?
I thought you were talking about the old cowboy who used to rob trains. I'm like, I don't think ARs
No.
I thought you were gonna be like, have you seen his old like revolver? Like, oh,
those
cool.
fucking rifles, like the lever actions, are sick.
Yeah, those are fun.
Yeah, those are cool. Never shot one though.
No, I haven't seen his AR. Like he's got them decked out.
Oh my god, dude. Well, he makes them like handmade, every single one, and he's
like a gunsmith.
Dude, he does everything.
Fuck, good for him.
Makes knives, guns, like, oh, dude, it's insane. But like, they are fucking sick. I'll show you after.
Yeah,
they're fucking so cool. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, here's the thing.
They're cool, but they're scary as fuck.
Well, here's the thing about, I was gonna say, just like as a caveat on that, problem with guns is that they're like every other hobby out there.
Yeah,
they can be a hobby, and people don't like that.
Yeah,
and people don't want to admit that, but target shooting is a real sport. It's challenging. It's difficult. It's hard. And there's competitions for it all the time. The same way that there's competitions for fucking horseback riding, curling, fucking frog jumping I mentioned last week, I think. Like there's a competition for everything.
Everything.
And there's a hobby for everything. And that's okay. But they're scary. And they're scary to most people who don't know. But there's ways to enjoy them and treat them as a hobby and as a sport and as a target, like as one of those things. And enjoy what they are while also having respect. So, like, I just want to like throw that out there because I feel like a lot of people can't hold two thoughts in their head when it comes to guns. I can't.
100%.
They scare the fuck out of me.
Yeah, same.
But I was
scared shitless when I shot my first gun.
Like they're scary. They should be respected for sure.
100%.
But also, you should be able to enjoy them in a safe and responsible manner. Yep. The same way you can enjoy car racing in a safe and responsible manner.
Go to a track.
Exactly.
Supervise.
That's sort of where I stand on it. Call me crazy.
Yeah. No, you're kind of crazy.
But I'm not a pretentious dick.
True. Sometimes.
Cliche.
I've always wanted to do, like, have you seen Down in the States where, like, Keanu Reeves did his training for John Wick?
You can do that stuff here.
I see this shit. I figure you can
I know what you're talking about. Like the
tactical fucking
you can do that too. It's called IPSC here.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that here. You can go and watch those competitions.
I'm into that type of shit, like doing like the actual tactical.
But again, that's like it's a sub genre. Some people just like skeet shooting.
That shit is so much
something
fun.
that interests me the most out of it is long range shooting. Because I have a good hunting rifle. Yeah. But it also like I've seen videos on YouTube of people hitting shit over a kilometer away with that same gun.
Yep.
There's not a place that I'm currently a member of where I can do that stuff. because of COVID and all that shit, it's been hard to come by. But that's the stuff that's really cool to me, is like getting good at, like, even getting good at 50 yards with a rifle is challenging and difficult.
Dude, yeah.
So it's a fun thing to improve. Like, I've started fucking around the computer on the piano the last year or so.
Yeah.
It's fun and it's hard and it's fun to get good at it. It's the same thing with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not being stupid about it. It's just a fun hobby.
Yeah.
And there's really, it's not dangerous.
I love skeet shooting.
Yeah. That I haven't done.
So much fun.
The ranges and stuff.
So me, my dad, my brother, and technically not technically, but I consider my oldest brother, Nick. We went out Stony Creek way to the gun range that's out there. We did like a package or whatever. So you shoot a handgun, rifle, 50 cal, and we ended up doing skeet shooting and shit. Handgun, those things are fun. The guy's like, this is actually your first time shooting? I go, yeah, but I play a lot of video games. So and like,
I'm basically an expert.
It's pretty much the same, just like you feel everything.
It's a recoil.
Yeah. But like looking down the sights, it's all the fucking same.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty crazy how realistic the games are and shit. Yeah. The shooting the rifle, I wish I had more time with. It was really quick. But that was really fun.
What rifle was it? Do you recall?
I think it was an AR-15.
Okay.
Or like
something similar.
Something very similar. And then the 50 cal, dude. Mike was trying to get I think my dad went first. I think that was a mistake. And I tried to warn my dad. I'm like the guy stopped everybody else on the range when we went to shoot this.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's going to be loud.
That's the understatement.
And I tried to like tell him, I'm like, just be prepared. Like whatever you think it's going to be, like 10 times at least. Dude, it moved the ground.
Yeah, it's insane.
It's wild. And my dad goes, holy shit. And it's like, yeah. Fucking fun though.
Yeah.
They're like $700 a round. Not actually, but they're fucking expensive.
The place that I went in the States was $25 a round.
It's
for
stupid.
one bullet. And we left the room because we hadn't. So first time I ever fired guns a couple years ago.
Yeah.
We went to Vegas and we did one of those packages. Sounds similar to what you did. Yep. Except they allow fully auto stuff, which you can't do here.
No, that'd be fun.
It's different.
Yeah, I bet.
So we're there. We're both terrified. Neither one of us have our gun licenses.
Yeah. No idea what you're doing.
If you ask my ideas on guns back then, I'd probably be like, oh, they're stupid. No one should like guns.
Yeah.
Because I didn't understand them. I was ignorant to them. But went there. Right before we were even handed the handgun, which was the first shot, there's a dude 2 stalls over. There's only one other person in the room with us. And he's firing something fully automatic, and it's so heavy that the instructor is pushing against him so that it keeps him upright so that he can unload this thing. And he's like, so we're standing there, and the guy's like, okay, so we're going to shoot this gun first. And then it's like, and we're like, oh my God, that's loud. You don't realize, the noise is insane.
Yeah.
So now we're extra nervous, like sweating, literally our glasses are fogging up.
Yeah.
And so this guy just finished unloading whatever the fuck it was. I wish I knew, but I don't. And then okay, the 50 cal is going to come out. And we're like, can we leave the room? Because that went off and we still haven't fired one round.
Yeah.
Never have in our lives yet. And if we're in this room when this goes off, I don't think we're even going to get to the point where we even pull a trigger.
Yeah.
We're that nervous and scared.
Really, eh?
It was nerve wracking.
It's different to be
totally different.
In the vicinity of that rifle going off.
It makes shit real very quickly.
You literally see the shockwave that comes out of it.
And you feel it. And
it
sometimes,
is wild.
Well, so we left the room for the 50 cal. And left the room, I mean, we're on the other side of the door and we're watching it.
Yeah.
And it looked like a fucking grenade went off in the room because everything lifted up off the ground.
Yeah.
All this soft shit that they put in the range, that catches the bullet and stuff. Everything just lifted up off the ground and the whole room shook and it was louder than fuck. outside
of the actual
earmuffs
range.
on, in a soundproof hallway. They're in a soundproof gun range.
Yep.
It was insane.
Nuts.
Yeah.
There's a guy I watch stream, and he goes to the gun range every once in a while. Goes through his whole routine, whatever. I want to say he was in the military at one point, and then like got out and whatever. He's down in the States, but he was working on like shooting his handgun and shit. And he puts like blank rounds in in the magazine to train for
his flinch.
recoil compensation.
Mm-hmm.
So like when he hits a blank and he moves his hand,
he knows that it's him, not the gun.
Yeah, so he's trying to like correct for that, and not do that. It's really cool. Like, and he teaches like gun safety and shit while he's doing.
And that's
the
shit. Thing. It's like it's this whole subgenre you don't know. Like if you pick up a new hobby, people dive way into it. Like guitars.
God, man.
I was asking my cousin
My
a question
brother's got
about
like 6.
Yeah, I was asking him, my cousin, a question about a guitar the other day, and he was just fucking firing off all this shit, all this stuff associated with it. Like, you can go down the rabbit hole on all sorts of things.
Look when we played drums. Dude,
Yeah.
I could literally rhyme you off anything back then.
Sure, yeah.
Type of wood, which companies like did what.
Tuning, everything, yeah. Different heads, different skins. Yeah.
Different sticks, weights of sticks.
Cymbals, the different variation between the suppliers. 17-inch, an 18-inch splash cymbal.
I used to have so much fun going on the DW drum site and custom making a set, because you could do it and they'd like put a picture together or like a CGI
and just fantasize about this $8,000 set. You probably more.
Oh, dude,
probably 20 grand.
Yeah. Like I had 24 karat gold hardware.
Yeah.
Like 70 toms. Like it was nuts.
But yeah, and then like you said, this guy you found, he's putting blanks in his rounds because he's trying to just stay a true shooter.
Yeah.
Where if he pulls a trigger, he doesn't want to flinch because he knows that the shot's coming. And that's something that, like as a very amateur shooter myself, who's only just gotten into the last couple of years. So anyway, the story of that, we went there, fired off our rounds, had fun. We both came home and signed up to go get our gun and hunting licenses. Yeah. That's how that whole thing ended up for us.
That's fucking wicked. I do recommend
because they're not what you think.
I do recommend going ski shooting. It is so much fun.
I want to do it at your property, but I don't think
my dad's not going to let that.
And that's something you got to respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so we were doing it, and again, the guy that was like our guide was like, "Are you sure this is your first time?" I'm like, "Dude, the only gun I've touched is in Call of Duty."
Yeah, that was me.
You know, like
that was me. The thing that blew my mind was how spot on the red dots are.
Oh,
like
dude.
They look just like in the video game. This guy had he had the ACOG scope on the saw for us. A saw I used to carry around in Call of Duty 4 when it first came out all the time.
Yeah,
had the same scope on it, and now I'm shooting this thing. I'm like, oh my god, like what the fuck is going on here?
Dude,
it's insane.
So we're doing it like they give you a round, like it's like a box of 20 or 15 or something like that. Me and Mike are down to the last like row of 5. So Mike's like, $100, whoever misses first. And we went round for round.
Right on target.
I hit every single one. Mike, he just caught.
Were you guys aiming for a specific part on the target, or are you saying miss the target in general?
Like you missed the disc.
Oh, sorry, for skeet shooting.
Yeah. If you missed the disc.
You guys nailed them all out.
Yeah.
Good.
I so badly wanted to beat him though, because he's gone shooting before.
Oh, okay.
And this was my first time. I'm like, fuck, man. Imagine.
Yeah, it's fun, man. It's a blast.
I highly recommend doing it. I think both of you would highly enjoy it.
Yeah, it's just it's a finding a place to do it.
Is there Crown Land anywhere you can go that's close?
Yeah, within like an hour drive, I could. But again, the thing with where we live in Southern Ontario is Crown Land is heavily dense forest.
Yeah.
And so if you do go on there, you don't want to go near the trails because you want to be responsible and stuff like that. Even though you're allowed to shoot on that property. I mean, you could shoot in the middle of the regular trail. I think that's really dumb and no one should do that.
Yeah, I will agree with you.
But legally, you can do that. So if you want to get off the trail and do it in a safe environment, you're now walking through the woods. And as you know with the woods here, they're too dense. Like, I don't think you could get a good... You need to be in a place, like literally where your cottage is, the amount of field you have, that's a perfect place.
Yeah.
Because you have 30, 40 yards where you can just fling the fucker up there, track it, bang. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
But there's gun clubs around that you can join and stuff that are in the neighborhood. But again, COVID, no one's taking new applicants.
Yeah, what?
At the
So
time.
Can you go to a gun range
No,
right
they're
now?
closed because like.
But you still got to pay your membership to hold your spot, right?
I paid a full membership the last time we were in Red Zone.
And if you don't, you probably lose your spot though.
Well, I was expecting like to go for like my qualify because you have to like do shooting in order to like
Actually
prove that
go?
you're a member of the go before they let you in. So I paid in full for the year, and that was in March, and they closed like 2 weeks later, and it is what it is.
Yeah,
gun stores are open; they are essential, but the ranges are not.
I get like Bass Pro because
they fall under the category of law enforcement and hunting and agriculture.
Okay.
So
okay, true. For
can't,
hunting and shit, that makes sense.
Yeah, like you can't like be like, no, you're not allowed to
you're
go.
You're not
get
allowed.
your own.
Yeah, you can't go hunt for and get food for your family.
No, you have to go to the grocery
go to
store.
Costco.
Exactly.
Pussy.
Yeah. So those never closed.
Okay. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. But
makes sense.
But like places where you gather indoors, like ranges and gyms and all that stuff, they all fell under the non-essential category.
Yeah.
And out the window they go. So yeah, I wasn't joining another club just to get fucked out of money again.
It kind of doesn't make sense that they shut down ranges because you're very like separated.
It doesn't make sense that they shut down a lot of things. So I would just file that under that same
just
category.
We're just talking about it now, and it's like when we were at the range and like just watching like members there, literally they're like one dude shooting here and the next guy's like fucking 20 feet away from him.
If everything is full at the range that I'm a member of, I think there's like conservatively 50, like if I'm playing fast and loose with the truth, 75 to 100 bays.
Yeah.
But you also have to consider there's not 100 people there at all times.
At all times, no.
They only let a certain amount of people into from the public, which we'll say is a cap of like 20 per day, and they bring them in like 2 or 3 at a time.
Yeah.
So you also then have to account that, is there going to be 75 members there on that day? No. There might be like 4 to 20 per hour. Yeah. And that's coming and going. So a dude's wrapping up, he's out, and then another guy fills a spot. There's a ton of space on that range.
Well, that's
and you're
what
right.
I'm saying. You can spread out.
You can do the social distance. You can do the gap. You can do the mask thing. The same way you can do it in a grocery store. If it works in a grocery store, it can work in these places.
Yeah.
Same way it can work in a gym. Like that's why I'm saying like.
Gym's a little.
But they're big places, and you can do them responsibly. It's the thing. Like it falls under for me the same category of why is this place closed and this place is open? Well, it's dumb. It doesn't make much sense, rhyme or reason, because I'm sure a lot of places could do everything safely.
I'm a disagree, but agree with what you're saying.
You think a gym is less safe than thing?
Yeah, because I like even when gyms were open pre-pandemic, dude, like how does that thing stay like clean from when it opens to when it closes? If you're the first one in the gym, yeah, sure, everything's clean. It just got cleaned overnight. But how are they keeping everything sanitary?
Okay.
Going through. That was my thing.
But the thing is, they've disproven the whole you're getting COVID off the surface is shit.
Okay. I'm not up to date on my shit, but
all right. Well, that's why I'm saying like a gym is no more dangerous than a grocery store.
Sure.
You know?
Yeah. And I don't know. I think
when was the last time you had a grocery store? Are they wiping down the fucking produce aisle? No. Nope. Right? Are they wiping down the frozen food aisle? No. But the good news is you can't get COVID off that shit anyway. And they've disproven that. Good
news is that's not where you get COVID, apparently.
No, you get it from people jizzing into your eyeballs.
Yeah.
That's how I got it.
No, that's how you get pink eye.
Which is a symptom of COVID.
What?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Pink eye.
I know someone
that got pink eye.
Someone who listens to the show. His brother-in-law got COVID, and the only symptom he got was pink eye.
Dude, stop eating ass.
If you actually look at the list of symptoms, it's everything.
Absurd.
It's everything.
I don't understand. Okay, whatever. But I don't want to get on the topic of
No. But I'm gonna say something to the credit of the symptom list.
Okay, sorry, dude.
When I had it, I had all the symptoms.
Pink eye?
Except for pink eye.
Okay.
That was the only one that didn't go through.
The only one you didn't check off?
I had chlamydia, though. That was a weird
one.
Yeah.
That wasn't on the list, though?
No.
Huh.
Huh.
What about crabs?
No.
Okay, thank God.
It's not on the list.
Fuck, thank God.
But yeah, like I at one point I touched all the symptoms. If I was like, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
So it's a wide range. It's like literally like, have you ever had a cold before? You like, if you think about the last time you had like a good cold, like one that like knocked your ass up.
Holy fuck yeah.
Think about all the things that you could have checked off on that list. Probably 10.
Oh,
Body
I could
aches,
have, dude.
like runny nose,
So
congestion, all these things. Like it's like 10 items before you blink. Really?
So 2019, that December, 2 weeks out.
Laid out, yeah.
Like out. Like coughing like crazy. Freaking hacking up fucking nasty ass shit.
I was sick as fucking November of 2019.
Fucking
Convinced I had COVID after the fact, but obviously I didn't.
Well, like, yeah, I could have, but I don't
Probably
think
not.
so.
Yeah.
Because isn't it part of the test? Like they can see?
The antibody test, they can tell.
Oh, okay. I haven't had that.
No. But your antibodies were worn off since then anyway.
Really?
Yeah, they're saying like
They're saying
like 6 months to a year you have good antibodies. One of
and
the
then that's it.
There's a Canadian guy that I like, and he's a professor, and he had COVID last March,
Okay.
and he like he just like tweeted. He's like, I'm going for my shot this month because my antibody levels are no longer at a high enough level to prevent reinfection.
Gotcha.
So he went for a vaccination.
So
And that was over a year from when he had it. And obviously he was like, you can go and get the antibody test. You just got to pay for it in Canada. It's called a serology test here. But if you do it, it'll tell you like, yeah, okay, your antibodies are at a level where you're protected from reinfection.
Gotcha.
So I'm in that range right now without even doing the test because I had it less than 2 months ago. I know
you're fine.
I'm good. But
oh my God.
Anyway.
All right. You want to get into Chris Predicts?
Let's do it.
All right. Chris Predicts. Dun, 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 dun.
Wizard? Yes.
Just not.
Just going to update from the outstanding bets because I believe all are covered now.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I really thought that Matthews was going to score for us.
He came very close too.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Every time he got the puck on his stick in their end,
He looked dangerous.
dude, my heart just started racing. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go.
So
What
I lost
was
that
it?
bet.
Like 8-1?
8-1. Yeah.
On a $1 bet? I'd take that.
Why not?
Come on.
If
Matthews.
I wasn't also playing with your money, I would have thrown
He's like
a lot
way
more money
more.
on
Yeah.
that. Maybe like 10,
Well, you have
12,000.
don't you have your own betting account?
No.
So
You're on my betting account, which I'm going to create a separate one for
I
myself.
thought that's
again.
what you did.
I just put you on mine because it was easier.
Gotcha.
And I knew that I had like $30 to play with.
Instead of just
So like
the
I
original
was
10?
like, okay, like this much is 2 C's in a pod.
Yeah.
This much is me being a psycho fuck.
Okay, gotcha.
But all that money's gone.
Oh shit.
Because usually where that money goes, if I don't bet crazy, right?
Yeah.
Like I just like to fuck around. But like if there's $50 in that account on a UFC weekend, it could all be gone.
It's all gone.
It could be gone.
Yeah.
Could be as in it's gone.
Shit.
You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Your face.
I want to fucking clarify
Scared
this
the
though
shit out of me.
before I bring it up. Keep talking.
Okay. So an update. I lost the Matthews bet. But Brentford were promoted to the English Premier League for the first time since
Let's fucking
1947.
go. What was that bet?
That was a 3-1. But I could only bet it once they got into the playoffs.
Yeah.
So it would have been higher at the start of the year, but we only started this a couple months back. So since March, I've been telling you that Brentford's going to get promoted, and they certainly did. The other bet that was outstanding was a Champions League final, of which I predicted Manchester City to beat Chelsea. And thankfully, I'm happy to say that I lost that bet because I fucking hate City, and I'm glad they lost. It's $1 gone.
Why did you bet on the other people?
Because I thought City were going to win.
Oh fuck.
I bet on who I thought I was going to win.
Okay.
But it really pained me to say that.
You know what? Sometimes you just got to go with your gut.
My gut was City was going to win.
Really?
And I hated that feeling. Like
I hate your gut.
I do too. But usually I go against it. Because when I bet with my gut, I'm off. It's like
often wrong.
It's like a passion thing for me.
Okay.
So my gut was So I'm kind of talking out of both sides of my mouth here.
Yeah. What else is new?
I just gotta kind of explain it.
This is what happens when you talk too much to people.
Yeah. Both sides are moving.
Yeah.
I hate Chelsea and I hate City. They're in the final. They both play against Liverpool all the time because they're in the same league. My gut was telling me to bet against City just because I hated them.
Okay.
So I went logical and City should have won. They blew it flat out. They're the better team. They should have won. They didn't.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, perfect.
Beat it.
Yeah.
Never been happier to lose $1 in my life. 50 cents because 50, that's yours. But
whatever.
Anyway, we were up $3 from Brentford. The first round recap, I went 5 out of 8 pending tonight. So it could be 6 out of 8 or 5 out of 8.
Gotcha.
Leafs and Habs is outstanding. I have rebet the second round. Again,
so just for those that don't watch hockey, can you tell us who have gone through?
Yeah, so Boston, Vegas, Carolina, Tampa, Colorado, the Islanders, and Winnipeg have all gone through.
Okay. And who did we lose on?
We lost on Washington. They lost to Boston. We lost on Pittsburgh. They lost to the Islanders.
Gotcha.
So I was right on all the other series. And the one that's outstanding is the Leafs and Habs because the Leafs
That's tonight.
refuse to put a team away. So we got to go to game 7.
Yeah.
And they will play Winnipeg. So back to Chris predicts. These are the new predictions.
New predictions.
Everything's
coming
wrapped
at
up.
you.
Everything's very current.
If you want to win some money right now,
not a whole lot outstanding. What you should do,
take a mortgage out on your house if it's paid for, or a second mortgage,
and bet on Boston to win in 6 games at 475.
And take all your life savings and put it on these bets.
All $12.
Spread them out so you're not just riding on one, but put them all on these bets.
I put a $2 bet on Boston separately.
Okay.
So I'm going to explain this. So quickly, and then we'll get into the odds because that's like the more technical thing.
Yeah.
I'm taking Boston to win their series, and I'm taking Vegas and Carolina to win their series.
Okay.
I made these predictions the other day, but if people are watching, at the time of this prediction, currently Vegas is down a game, and so is Carolina. Boston's up a game.
Okay.
So not a great start.
Yeah, you've already put these bets in.
These bets were locked in as soon as I could do them. I texted you.
Yeah.
Just because I knew we weren't going to get the podcast in time.
Now, can I ask you, so who will Toronto or Montreal play?
Winnipeg. And as soon as that option is available, I will make that bet.
So can I throw this out at you just quick? If Leafs go through,
Leafs are beating Winnipeg.
Picking Leafs. If Montreal goes through, you're taking Winnipeg. Okay.
And I'm taking Winnipeg in like 5 games.
Okay. I just wanted to...
Leafs in 7 against Winnipeg.
Because after tonight, we're going to have to put those bets in.
You're right.
So again, for those listening, this is
No, that's
Monday,
the way to do it.
Game 7 of the Leafs.
Habs will lose to Winnipeg. Leafs will beat Winnipeg.
By the time this comes out, that next series will start, and whichever team goes through tonight, you heard the bet. Mm-hmm. Which bet we'll be taking?
Yeah. So I put 2 bets on Boston.
Yep.
So this has been bugging me about these betting.
I fucking hate Boston.
I hate them too.
Chris told me he was taking Boston. I said, fuck you.
You did. You're like, literally, what the fuck are you doing? Boston's odds on the series were $1.50. We bet $1, we only win 50 cents total.
Right.
Shitty odds.
It is.
So I took them to win in 6 games, which is 4.75.
Okay, but if they don't, we lose it all?
We lose $2.
Okay. Oh, you just put an additional bet on that.
2 separate bets.
You put $1
on the series
just to win.
And then I realized after the fact I should have just bet on, because I'm doing the predictions as these are your series winners.
Yeah.
But because I hate the odds on Boston, and we're actually we're risking more than what the reward is.
100%. I agree with what you did. I'm like,
Boston, let's try and get some more juice out of it.
I agree with what you did. I just wanted to clarify that.
No, that's fine. So that said, the reason I took Vegas and Carolina is because I hated the odds on the other 2 teams.
Gotcha.
They almost weren't worth betting, and I also do think Vegas...
You didn't want to win 8 cents again on a bet?
I think Vegas is going to push Carolina, although they got thudded 7-1 last night.
Fuck.
I think that's going to be a close series, and I think Carolina and Tampa is going to be a close series. I do.
Okay.
I just think they're closer matched. Tampa's obviously defending champions. It's really hard to repeat in the NHL. It's only been done a couple of times since expansion.
Right. Dude, there's so many teams and
everyone's good.
Dude,
there's no easy games.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like even 4th liners are
outstanding.
Yeah. No more Colton Orrs out there out there to bruise up the other team.
I took Vegas and Carolina. 2 parts. I really do think Carolina. I really think is going to beat Tampa.
Okay.
Again, this is looking stupid. They're down a game, but it's early.
Yeah, it's early.
Vegas was more of a chance. That was more betting for
I like
money.
Vegas.
Yeah, I do too.
I like Vegas just because they're a newer team.
I don't like them as a team, but I think they have a good team.
I really wanted them to win. Who was it that won that year?
They beat Ovechkin won, which you got to see the best players get a cup.
So but at the same time, like
anybody else,
I would have been pretty ecstatic if Vegas had won the Stanley Cup that year.
It would have been a great sports story.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, no question.
But again, Ovi deserves a cup, and he got one.
Yeah, thankfully.
Yeah.
Usually the best players find a way to get at least one, which is great. So Vegas, I got at 275, and Carolina at 215. And the odds, like Tampa and Colorado. Colorado's a really good team. A lot of people think they're going to win the cup. Their odds were just dumb. Like again, staking
like
more.
8 cents.
I think Boston's going to win. I hope they win in 6 games. But $1.50, it's not worth the dollar bet.
Yeah.
You know, we're staking far more.
Yeah, we're not at a casino trying to get room comps.
No, so like that's kind of where my predictions are falling. I'm also like playing the money line here too.
Yeah.
And anyway, so that's the predictions. Winnipeg will beat the Habs, but the Leafs are going to win tonight, and they're going to beat Winnipeg in 7 games again because 7 games. It's got to be fun. It's got to be fun,
man.
Hockey, yay!
Can't wait to go home and be nervous the rest of the night.
Have a pit in your stomach. So. We have a grand total of, drum roll please, $15.85.
Yeah, we are up, baby.
We are up $5, and we have outstanding bets.
Yeah.
So there we go. Also, Leafs haven't come through yet. So,
yeah.
Wizard, yes, of course.
Of course. You heard it here first.
And next week will be an action-packed Chris predicts because there's a UFC card. So
fuck yeah.
There's going to be lots of things to talk about.
That's what I wanted to bring up. I needed you to predict this. And fights on Sunday. Logan Paul.
This Sunday coming up?
Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather.
Don't make me predict it. Mayweather.
Okay, perfect. So put $1 on Mayweather.
I guarantee you they're not even going to let us bet that. What I will do, though, is I will bet a round that I think he's going to win in.
Okay.
I think he's going to knock him out.
You think Floyd is going to knock him out?
I think he'll win in a stoppage. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like
a
it's
TKO.
boxing, like a TKO.
Yeah. Okay.
It's still a knockout.
Yeah. Okay.
Technical
do that. So
knockout.
what are you thinking?
I think he's going to put him to. I think he's going to put him out.
Do you want me to bring up how many rounds are actually fighting?
It's not 12?
No.
Is it 8?
Because it's an exhibition, so I think it's 8. Sorry, everybody.
Oh, who won your big boys boxing?
Oh, yeah. So I apologize for that. It was on Friday.
Okay, so who won?
That's a good question.
Okay.
Don't know. But Half Thor Bjornsson had again, I think it was just an exhibition fight, 4-round fight, against some other heavyweight boxer.
Okay, how many rounds is this shit?
I don't know. I'm trying to find it.
If it's 8 rounds, it's round 5. I'm going to say round 5 either way. TKO in round 5.
Okay.
Because he's going to feel him out for a couple of rounds, and then he's going to put a show on for the fans. It's my prediction. And I'll put that bet in.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. It is on June 6th, 8 p.m. Eastern. The main event will be midnight. What? This doesn't make sense.
Don't worry.
Mayweather Paul main event, midnight ET / 9 p.m. ET.
That does make sense.
How?
Oh, / ET again?
Yeah, they're both ET.
No, one's
midnight
it's a
ET.
typo. They meant to say PT.
Fucking idiots. Yeah, I don't know. I can't.
Round 5 TKO.
Can't find it. I'm just gonna throw this out there. It's actually pretty fucking crazy. Like, Logan's lost no weight. He's sitting at like 190, 200 pounds. Floyd's like 165.
He could be 500 pounds of
He's
muscle.
4 weight classes in boxing underneath Logan. It's fucking wild.
And he's gonna stop him.
Logan, all he needs to do is all his might and just hope it connects. Now, do I think he's gonna hit him? No. But there, you can't say there isn't a chance because there is. But
there's always a chance.
I'm gonna be watching. I'll let you know.
Well, if I'm betting on it, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
So just, if it's June 6th, I'll watch it this weekend.
Cool. Yeah, it's on a Sunday. It's weird.
Whatever.
I think it's just because it's an exhibition, but also pandemic. Nobody else has anything to do, so why not?
There's your Chris predicts. Let's wrap this up. I got to piss like a racehorse.
Oh, do you?
You want to keep going?
No, I'll bring it up next week.
Let's bring it up now. Let's just take a break. Let me just piss.
Okay, go pee.
We can keep talking.
Yeah, be right back. It's not going to be long, though. Okay, those of you watching on YouTube, I do apologize, but it looks like the card's full, so I don't know if this is still recording. But, yep. But yeah, so I got into, I think it's six rounds. The Logan Paul fight. Do you want to change that?
Round 5.
Okay.
Yeah. No, that still makes sense.
Yeah.
Because then he drags it out for 4 rounds. Yeah, it's almost the end of the fight.
It's an exhibition. Make it entertaining.
Yeah. And literally Floyd can end this whenever he wants to. Just to be clear. Like if he wanted to come out and end it in the first 30 seconds, he absolutely could.
I'm not, yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. It's like a 4th liner playing with beer leaguers.
True.
They're really good.
Yeah, it's...
No matter... Dude,
it's like a junior C player fucking...
Junior A, yeah.
It's fucking C, dude. Junior C playing with beer leaguers.
Yep.
They're going to dance circles around you. I am sorry.
You're right. And Mayweather is...
not a junior
Hall of
C.
Famer. He's Wayne Gretzky.
Yeah.
He's Wayne Gretzky.
I've gotten into watching like roulette and like different strategies, and I've also kind of started to learn how to play blackjack a little more like proper in a sense, like when to bet.
Are you online gambling?
No,
I can talk.
I don't have the funds for that.
Let's get in. All right. Do the roulette. Hit me with the roulette.
So, like, I've just been watching, like, there's a YouTube channel that came across my fucking YouTube, and it's, they have their own, like, systems or, like, previous systems that have been, like, put out into the universe that people play. Like, there's one that it's, like, you bet the first 12 and the third 12, and you just bet that you have a 1 or 2 and 3 chance of winning.
Oh yeah. And like the outside bet,
and it's 3-1. So if you win on one of those two, you're winning. So let's say you put $50 down, you win 50. Okay. $100 on the table.
Yep.
$50 back. And then there's
kind
of
betting against yourself, but you're not because of the odds. Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's like all these other ones. There's Rumple. The one that's called Rumple, and it's all on the inside. There's 2. You play like a 4-corner. 2 4-corners on each third, and it's kind of like a diagonal pattern. And then one thing.
What's their reasoning on the inside bets? Because the outside bet I understand, especially if like you're betting like, because I play a bit of roulette, but I'm like, I don't know the strategy of it. Blackjack, I'm excited to talk to you about because I want to talk about blackjack.
Yeah, so I've just started dabbling in blackjack.
What's their rationale on the odds on betting that Rumple strategy on roulette?
So each inside bet is covering 4 numbers. And
okay. Because they're betting in between.
There's 6 bets.
They're doing the in between.
Yeah, so you're betting
so if it lands on either or.
Yeah, you're betting like the corners that touch 4 numbers.
I know what you're talking about now.
So 6 bet. What's 6 times 4? Fuck.
6 times 4 is 24.
Okay, so 24 out of 38 or 37 numbers, including 0, 0, 0. I think a European roulette only has 1 0.
Okay. Here we have 0, 0.
Here there's single 0 and 0, 0. So
change
that a little bit. So it's cool. And then there's a thing called Marvingale or whatever. So if you lose, you rebet the same bets, but you double it. So if you have $1 bet, your next bet is $2. You lose that one, you're $4. Dude, it is.
That's crazy.
I think I found out, like, I kind of want to go back to Vegas now.
I'm in.
And try this.
Try these strategies?
Yeah, I've got one. Now, the one that I've been playing is a little hard to play because either, like, I would need to go play, like, the old Vegas Strip because you can find, like, 50-cent tables where you play with 50
so that you're
cents.
Not fucking around
like, you still need to bet, like...
Because even the inside bets on Vegas on a cheap table is $1 per bet. but usually it's
Yeah,
minimum like $10 or $20 per bet.
Yeah, so when I
So
was
you
playing
can't
in
just
Vegas,
throw down $5.
well, I was playing on $5 tables.
Okay, so that's nice.
Yeah, so like
you found a
that's
cheap
kind of
table.
nice. But so the strategy I have it's more for like the electronic roulette.
The
Because-
fixed one.
Yeah, but I've tried I found a free roulette thing that you can do, and I just play the bets just to see what happens. It kind of works really good. But the thing is, you need a previous spin, so you got to do like one spin. You don't bet, and
Just
then,
go up and watch. Because they'll tell you.
Pretty much,
They'll
yeah.
tell you the previous bets.
Yeah, but you watch you do like you watch it go around. It hits a number. So say it hits like 13. You would then bet the two lines beside 13. So you kind of like split it.
Okay.
So let's say you have a $1 bet. So you got a $1 bet on the one to the left, one to the right. You go again. If you miss it, you still bet those two bets. But let's say it hit like 33. You would bet like the 36 line and the line above that, which I believe is like 28 or something like that. You bet those ones as well. So now you have 4 bets on the table. Then you do one more. If you don't hit on that one, you then place the bets on wherever like
you're feeling.
Or the line. So if it hits like 1, you just bet the one below there. And then you double everything. So instead of $1 bets on everything, now you got $2 bets. And dude, it actually works pretty good.
Because then when they hit,
oh dude,
you're up.
Yeah, and you're up. Like you're up pretty nice.
I lost $200 at a blackjack table. I went to a Buffalo Sabres Leafs game in Buffalo.
Yeah.
And you walk out of the rink in downtown Buffalo and there's a casino right there. I think it's Seneca Casino.
Okay.
And we went straight in there after the game. And I lost $200 almost, it felt like immediately at blackjack.
Yeah.
And I consider myself a blackjack player. But I lost it like we were fucking talking with people, we were drinking, having a good time.
Yeah.
I think we were smoking.
I think as long as you're having a good time, you
It's all
go
that
there,
matters.
knowing you're going to lose the money.
And I was cool with the $200.
Yeah.
Right? So there's $200 gone. And then I'm like, we're wrapping up. We're like, okay, we're done. I'm like, I owe money to blackjack. I owe money to a roulette table because I always like to like throw $5 down on black,
whatever. Yeah.
So I put $5 on black, and then I bet on black 11, and then I guess I bet the corners around black, hit, and then like I got like $300 in my pocket.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're good.
Yeah.
We're out. There's my money back plus $100.
I'll cash out.
Yeah. Like even if it didn't, we were walking out the door, but I got my money back on that strategy because I don't even think it hit black 11, but it landed where I was catching those 4 corners. And then because it was something weird, I'd have to look at it.
Yeah.
I can't visualize the board right now, but it paid off and it paid back like $300, whatever the fuck that was. So.
Yeah, dude.
And I was on a minimum bet. That was like a $10 bet.
Yeah. I thoroughly enjoy playing roulette and playing like the inside because I feel like you can last longer at a table.
Yeah.
Because you can spread out your bets. Again, even if you only making a couple bucks, it's just fun when you win.
I should put you in contact with my old man because he plays blackjack and they play aggressive and they do that thing
blackjack.
Roulette. He also plays blackjack, but they do something similar to what you're talking about, where like they double their bets. Like okay, pick it, and they'll only pick one number, and there's like 4 of them, and they're all putting money on.
And it's
because when it kicks, it's like you're talking a couple grand.
So one thing I've saw with like the whole like Marvin Gale, I think that's what they call it, system, and that's where. If you lose, you double that bet and you just play that original bet. When you win, it's not like, so if you were to just leave your bet, it's like you almost just break even.
Okay.
Whereas if you double it, now you got your money back and then the winnings.
Yeah.
So you're actually making it work. But again, like if you lose,
they have to hit.
If you lose like 3 times in a row, 4 times in a row, like you're gone.
Well, that's the thing with roulette. You can lose heavy or you can hit heavy.
Yeah.
I was at a casino with you.
I fucking hate the casinos here.
It was the one up by your place, Rama.
Yep.
And I've never seen this before, and I don't know if I'll ever see it since. I was sitting at a blackjack table, and there was 2 roulette tables facing me, the back ends of them.
Yeah.
And there was this guy, and he was walking
back and forth.
Back and forth.
He's playing both tables.
He was playing both tables, and he was playing them heavy.
Oh yeah, not cheap.
No. He was playing them heavy, and I think he was betting the bottom 4 numbers, or 5, whatever the rows are. If it's 4 or 5, I can't remember. He was betting the bottom 4 numbers.
3. It's only 3.
Is it 3 the row?
Yeah.
So he's betting bottom 3.
Yeah.
Lined up across the bottom. And so he would bet that, walk over to the other table, pick up his winnings on that one. And he's getting back stacks of like $500 chips.
Yeah. I've seen some crazy bets on
in
roulette.
5 minutes watching this guy. He walked back and forth and won at each table each time, and was just going back, replacing his bet, putting the money in his pocket. And within the 5 minutes, the pit boss had come over and they were offering him comped rooms and all this shit. Like they were, let's keep this guy in here because he was cleaning them the fuck out. Yeah. It was crazy to watch. It was literally like clockwork, back and forth, pick up the winnings, replace. And he wasn't even sticking around to watch the bets come in. They were hitting.
Yeah, it was. So that night and another night when we were down in, me and Audrey were down in Niagara Falls. Dude, I swear these tables are fucking rigged. I watched and played on tables where pretty much, I'll say 2/3 of the bet were on the upper half of the board. Only high numbers, like constantly, like high number, high number, high number,
really
high number. As soon as it would like kind of gravitate back to the lower one or to the higher numbers, lower number.
Come on,
dude. I'm like this. Like, if anybody was going to tell me a casino was rigged, if they were to tell me that right now, and this was my first time in it,
you'd be like, for sure.
I'd be like, I agree 100%, and I'm never betting.
This is the weirdest one I ever had, and it wasn't rigged because of the timing I was doing. I was at a wedding in Dominican Republic, and where the after party was in like the discotheque, and you kind of have to go through their casino.
Yeah, to get there.
Not kind of. You have to go through the casino to get into the discotheque.
Yeah.
So,
how convenient.
It was good for them.
Yeah.
Bad for me. So every time I like go out to take a piss because the washroom was outside of the disco, I would it was 3 times I did it. I would walk by and I'd put like 20 on black. First time, red 16 comes up. I go inside.
Do whatever.
45 minutes, hour goes by till the next time I go, I have to take a piss. Come back in, put $20 on black, red 16. Go inside. So I'm gone. I don't know how many people have come and gone in between, but each time I went, the table was empty. And it seemed like it was somewhat deserted in there.
Gotcha.
Did this a 3rd time, $20 on black, red 16. So 3 times in a row, over the course of, I'm going to say, an hour and a half to 3 hours, because I don't fully remember.
Yeah.
I bet on black. How many people played in between, I do not know.
Yeah.
But each time I bet on black, red 16 hit 3 times.
Which
is
absurd.
Astronomical, the odds for a number to hit 3 times in a row if you're sitting there. But 3 times spaced out on that, it's funny. Like, it's interesting.
It's pretty
crazy.
Yeah, I've heard theories of like people watching the dealers and them spin and trying to see how many times the ball actually spins. So for a proper roulette spin,
it should spin a certain amount of times.
3 times. It has to do full rotation 3 times.
Okay.
But apparently,
before
some people
before
will
it
watch
hits the shit and then breaks. Yeah.
So some people will watch to try to get a track on the dealers and shit to see
if
they're doing like the same and trying to get the.
Yeah.
Well, not just that, but like, okay, this guy kind of spins it light. It only like just goes past 3 or hits like 3.5 spins and then it drops. So they try to like calculate it that way, but it's there must be magnets under there. I'm convinced. At least here in Canada. I had really good luck in Vegas when I was there.
They're playing legit.
Yeah.
And the thing is, roulette is the worst odds in the casino.
Yeah.
For the player, obviously. Yeah, it's the worst odds going.
Yep.
Blackjack's the highest odds. I'm excited talking about blackjack because
so
there is strategy to blackjack.
100%. So the thing I don't like about blackjack is like the other people at the table, and if they don't know,
they can fuck it up.
Yeah, because again, like if 17 or over, like the dealer has to have 17 or over or bust. It's like 17 or bust.
Dealer
or something
stays
like
on 17 plus.
Yeah, so like
soft 17 they hit. Generally, I believe. Soft 16. There's one of them.
Yeah.
16 or 17
but
they
like,
hit. It'll say on the table.
Yeah, so like it's like if the dealer's got a 2 and like little to no face cards have come up and people start like hitting and shit.
You should stay.
Yeah.
If the dealer has a 2 and you have a 13, you stay.
You stay.
Unless you have an 11.
Yeah.
In which case, always on 11, you always double down.
Yeah.
You always split aces.
Yep.
And
do you split tens?
Depending on the face card, the whole card of the thing, because split tens is controversial.
Okay.
So a lot of guys and they're probably right, take the 20 because 20 is so seldom to lose.
Gotcha.
Even if the dealer has like a 9, because the rule of thumb for blackjack, and I'm excited that we're talking about this because now I'm itching to gamble. The rule of thumb with blackjack is whatever the dealer's hole card is, assume they have a 10 underneath.
Yeah.
And that's the easy, bare bones way to sort of strategize your way around the game.
Yeah.
Because on 16, they have to take a card. And at 16, the chances of getting a card that's higher than 5 are higher.
Yeah.
So they can bust out and you can win. So you should stay. If you have a 15 and you see a 6 there, you should stay. Because hopefully a 10 rolls around by the time it hits a dealer.
Boom.
They got a boom.
There it is.
There they bust. Or they turn over a fucking 5, and then they flop over a jack, and then they fuck everybody at the table, which happens all the time. But
yeah,
supposedly
it's
less so.
That's one thing I don't like
split
about
tens. A guy at the table I was playing with, I split them, and I think the dealer had like a 4.
Yeah,
and he's like, you shouldn't have done that, but that's his own strategy. So there's a debate on this.
Yeah,
I split him because the dealer's low card was really low, and he's like, take the guaranteed win at 20, and he's probably right because you're forking out every time.
Yeah.
When you split them, you're doing an extra bet.
Yeah.
And then if that dealer flops over 20,
you flop over 2 tens.
I could also flop over 2 5s, and now I'm fucked. Or like 2 12s or something, right?
Yeah,
like,
but if you
split
pull
them again.
2 high cards,
yeah,
now the dealer has a higher chance of getting low cards, and then that way making it easier.
Best one I did again, I think it was that same Rama trip. I did 7s, split 7s against a 3 or a 4, something low. Split the 7s, 7 again, split them. I think I ended up splitting 3 times.
Jesus.
And then 1, each one. And one of them I doubled down on as well.
Holy fuck.
And like the dealer busted out. And then like those are the hands you got to make your money.
Yeah.
Because blackjack is one of these things is like when there's time to make money, if it's a hot shoe, you should be betting aggressively. And then other times just if you stick with the rule book, you can probably sit at a blackjack table. This is obviously an over-exaggeration. You want to play for an hour? You can probably play for an hour and be up and down.
And make it work.
20, up 30, down 40, break even, and fuck around,
That's
not lose much.
I like the roulette table because I find... Now, this goes for playing the inside because that's usually how I play. But like you go down a little bit, but then you go up.
Mm-hmm.
Then you go down, and then you go up. And you literally, like, I could have sat there all day and just told everybody else
floated up and down.
Fuck off. Just like having a good time. Like I found
next time I go to Vegas, I'm going with you because you and I want to gamble.
Yeah,
and we'll go to the old part. We'll play
really
like 50
gamble.
cents. They can go walk the strip.
Dude, and that's what I like. Like we found a 50-cent table like the last day we were there.
Like fuck
again on the old strip, and that was the only time we went.
Mm-hmm.
And ended up sitting there for like 2 hours.
Yeah,
and everybody was playing.
Yeah,
and again, like you're playing
low
with
stakes.
You're playing with like $10 and like betting like maybe $2.50 at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was such low tables.
And here's the fun thing about gambling: whether you bet 50 cents or $50,000, it's still the same rush.
Yeah, dude, it's just like honestly, it was just fun. Like you're shooting shit with like friends and meeting new people. Like
start smoking cigars with some dude from Texas.
I wish.
There was a girl, I think I mentioned this, but there was a girl, one of the blackjack tables I was at, and she went to Vegas every weekend. She walked in, the dealers came up, hey, how's it going? Gave her a hug and a kiss. Pit bosses came over, how you doing?
Yeah.
And she sat down, and I was at a low limit table. Like I was like, let's say the lowest limit at my casino was $10.
Yeah.
She came over and sat right beside me. I'm like, you must be someone important. And she's like, I'm here every weekend. I'm like, where are you from?
Nuts.
She's like, Texas. I'm like, something. I'm like, oh, it's oil money.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Yeah, good for you.
Every fucking weekend.
I couldn't even imagine.
They fly her in, pay for it.
Yeah, everything's
sure.
paid for.
But she probably sit that low limits table and fucking piss away 10 grand in a day. I don't know. Or maybe win. I don't know. But it's worth it for them to bring her in.
So that was one thing watching these guys like talk about all these like roulette strategies. And, like they call some like comp killers. Because you sit there, your odds are pretty high that you're going to win. Now you could sit there all day and just like pretty much play. And as you're playing, you're betting like $100, if not more each time.
Sure. That's heavy on a roulette table because if that kicks.
Yeah. But again, you got to think like if it's a $10, $20 table.
Yeah, but if you're betting, I see what you're saying. Like your minimum bet is actually a $10 bet as opposed to $100 on one number. You're saying.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, but like when you end up spreading out all your shit,
that's still
like,
$370.
Yeah, but your odds are pretty good. So when you come back, like you may not be winning huge because you got so many like chips out there, but you're still winning. Like you're making a bit of a profit, but because you're betting so much, they'll come by and be like, because you're throwing so much money on the table. When you lose, it's like $100, $200.
Yeah, but
when you win, it's like $275.
It's gravy.
So you know you're playing the whole day. You're playing for a few hours, getting some comp. Maybe they'll come over and be like, "Want a free room?"
Yeah,
all this shit.
I see.
Fuck yeah, yeah. So it's kind of cool. Like it's kind of interesting.
Do you want to see Loverboy play at Casino Rama tonight?
Yeah,
here's
you know,
2
like,
tickets. Yeah.
So it was kind of cool seeing, like, hearing about that shit. But yeah,
I'm excited now. Now I got the D-Gen bug.
Yeah, I'll show you the strategy.
I'm on Tequila and now I want to go gamble.
Next time, maybe next week when we do the podcast, I'll show you the. My strategy for roulette.
Yeah.
But again, I got a couple. I got one for like an actual table and then that one for like doing the like almost like the slot machine one.
Okay.
But yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm intrigued. I got a bit of a gambling bug now, which is not good. But,
it's good.
All right, let's wrap this shit up. It's been long.
That was fun.
And the camera fucking card's
probably full.
Dead. Card's full. It's not dead, but yeah, card's full. I think I put in last week's card and didn't clear it. So I do apologize those watching on YouTube, but hit us up on Facebook, 2 Season of Pod, YouTube, 2 Season of Pod, or mail.2seasonofpod@gmail.com. And you heard Chris's predictions here first, and we'll see you guys next week.
Thanks a lot.
We're out. Deuces.
Go Leafs, go.